Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Randall's Rants. I want to thank everybody for clicking on this video. I highly doubt any ads are going to be running in front of this thing because, well, that's exactly what this video is going to be all about. The recent controversy with all the ads being pulled from YouTube and Google. AT&T and Johnson&Johnson are a couple of the big companies that have decided to pull their ads from Google and YouTube basically because they're not a big fan of some of the content that their commercials are appearing in front of. In fact, several popular YouTubers such as Dusty Smith, Jocelyn Glenn have actually seen some issues with their viewership dropping, so to speak. And there are some people that actually make good money off doing these videos. I'm not one of them. I just basically do this for fun, for just being able to rant as I am right now. It's also kind of therapeutic as well. But that being said, I've never been a fan of companies pulling ads from places just because they don't like the content. I've never been a fan of the whole idea of boycotting people because you don't like who they advertise on. The main thing is here that Johnson&Johnson and AT&T have never had a problem in the past advertising on such shows as Bill O'Reilly, Sean Hannity. In fact, I remember seeing a Johnson&Johnson ad years ago on a History Channel special back when History Channel actually ran history programs and not just BS reality crap. But they actually ran a commercial on a show that was all about the Nazi Party and how it rose to power in Germany in the 1930s. And they didn't find that offensive. Maybe it's because it was looked at as part of a historical thing. I don't know. But listen, guys, here's the thing. All right, as far as I'm concerned, I think Johnson&Johnson, AT&T, and everybody else who's pulling their ads from Google and YouTube are flat out fucking morons, in my opinion. You know, to me, it's just a form of censorship, flat out. You know, I don't know how better else to explain it other than just it's a form of censorship, and you know, I tried to see their point. I tried to look at this from both angles. You know, they don't want their content associated with something like this. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Johnson&Johnson facing a lawsuit over their talcum powder, which had some side effects that they neglected to tell their users about? You can go ahead and Google that because I believe Johnson&Johnson is currently the subject of a lawsuit about that. AT&T's had lawsuits over putting things in the contracts with people that sign up for their services that weren't exactly on the level, that weren't exactly legit. And I am citing Johnson&Johnson and AT&T because I'm sure there's more than a few others that have pulled their ads. But I'm just citing them because I was just reading an article before I decided to shoot this video, and Johnson&Johnson and AT&T were the primary ones mentioned. Now, all that being said, I think it's a chicken shit move on their part. I think it's a way what they're trying to do just to save face, but they're coming out looking like they're looking worse now for pulling videos than they would have looked had they just left the ads in the videos. So that is my opinion on that. If you got a differing opinion, feel free to comment on the little comment section below. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart that Johnson&Johnson and AT&T, as far as I'm concerned, you guys are being run by huge fucking pussies. Flat out, you are huge fucking pussies in my opinion. And if anybody's got a problem with that, you know, once again, there's the comments. Hell, tell you what, I'm really going to double my money on this one. If you're really on Johnson&Johnson's side and AT&T's side and you think they should be able to basically be able to do one thing such as screw their customers over but be all offended when there's content they don't want their product associated with, if you think they have a right to be a hypocrite, tell you what, this is what you do. You see that little URL on the top of this video? Feel free to copy and paste this video. Feel free to send it to Johnson&Johnson. Feel free to send it to AT&T. let them know what the world thinks of them and that everybody thinks they're a bunch of fools. Once again, I'm Randall. I want to thank you for tuning in to yet another edition of Randall's Rants. Once again, feel free to leave some comments below. See you next time, everybody.